Down mentioned, I also started typing out my beginning to my speech and then like deleting it a million times and then retyping it out later. So it's getting a little bit scatterbrained, but the hope is that it'll all come together at the end. So I'm just gonna start with something that happened maybe about 6 hours ago. I received, I've been planning this for months, as you guys know. I received a very important letter from one of my favorite people in the entire world, who would give many, many things to be here right now. But unfortunately, she's thousands of miles away. But either way, in her letter, amongst many lovely things that made me sob my eyes out when I read it twice, she reminded me of my past self. In particular, the person who I was when I was a freshman, which was essentially a mess. I was just so confused. I didn't know how to be myself freshman year, and I think that was maybe because I had no idea who I was. I was a horribly very non-self-assured person, really insecure, and I got down on myself a lot of the time because I didn't fall into the college thing immediately, like so many other people seem to be able to just like get it, and I didn't get it yet. Getting to acoustics was obviously amazing. I was a very, very well-loved baby, but I was terrified every minute of practice of my first semester because everyone in the group was just so cool and so smart and so good at singing, and everyone was hilarious. And so I was just awestruck at how communication between these people in this group that knew each other so well was just so easy and so fluid. And as somebody who, my freshman year, I was constantly second-guessing myself because I was so unsure of myself. I had no idea what to say to anybody at any time. So a lot of people don't remember this phase about me at the beginning of my time in acoustics because now I can't get me to shut up. But yeah, my friend reminded me of that past person of myself. But from this phase of my acoustics history, I have a memory of afterwards at one of our early shows, we had gone to Max's Mod, and we were hanging out, and I was probably really awkward and mute in the corner because I was really scared. And I don't quite remember how it started, but I ended up going on a walk with the very person who I was intimidated by the most in the group, who was also the person that sent me that letter, that aforementioned letter. So me and Marie went for a walk, and I just spilled every single one of my guts to her, every single insecurity I had, and everything that I felt about not feeling like I belonged. And for so many reasons, it's just so hilarious for me to think that that's how I once felt. Fast forwarding to this year, I've just realized that everything has come full circle because a few weeks ago I was talking to Josh, one of our freshmen, and if you guys don't know Josh, you should really get the chance to meet him. He's a great kid, massive heart, and so brilliant. And he's paid me some of the best compliments that I've ever received, both as a person and as an acoustic. He told me things I didn't know I had done for him and how I had opened up the group for him in the way that the acoustics had opened up the acoustics for him in the way that Marie had opened up the acoustics for me. And he helped me realize how huge my part has been in creating something so beautiful and pure and joyous in the acoustics. And juxtaposing these realizations with the reminder of who I was as a freshman really puts the power of the acoustics in perspective for me. There's just no other place at BC that I truly belong more than in a room full of acoustics. I don't know really if I'll ever be able to put into words how grateful I am to the universe and everyone else who came to me for bringing me to the acoustics, because they've taken me from this insecure, unsure, and scared person and have given me the confidence to realize that I have this power and the strength in me to create things and to create things with other people, and it just made me realize the things that I can do. And as a senior in the acoustics, all you want to do is be able to pass on the feeling of what this group has done for you and what these people have meant for you. And at this point, I'm entirely at peace leaving the group with 7 of my best friends. They're all standing over there. Yeah, to the current group, I just hope that when you stand where I'm standing, you can say that you found good in yourself through the acoustics, because that's what the acoustics have given me. And with that, this begins the thank you portion of my speech, because it takes a lot of people to create all of this. I would be helpless on my own. To all my friends, thank you guys so much for your support. If it wasn't for people like you guys, we would literally just be singing into a room of like this section of people. So many times about the acoustics, and say, and you guys never get tired of hearing about it, and you're always there to like help me through whatever issues I have. So, oh my God, that was horrible. Yeah, thank you, especially to Laura and Kayla. You guys have just bore the brunt of my like insane things that I've done to you and done to myself. So thank you. Thank you, of course, to my mom and dad. Yeah, you guys. So this is my official thank you for the life that you've given me, which is amazing. You never, fail to remind me of when we get into fights. My mom's always like, I'm your mother. And thank you for making me feel that I'm a very unique and special person, because one of the things that you realize in college, and one of the hardest things I realized in my freshman year, was that it is a huge world out there, and that it's really difficult sometimes not to feel like a number. And like, thank you for being with me while I try and figure out my plans and the things that I want to do. And I know that can be difficult as a parent, but I'm so grateful for the faith that you guys have in me. And every time I come home, you guys just, and if I'm feeling a little bit down or like scared, like you guys just breathe life into me with the way that you just have this faith in me. And I can do anything because I have the two of you in my corner. I wouldn't be able to do it without you guys. But yeah, thank you to my class again for being my best friends. And yeah, you guys are the most amazing support system, and you're such dynamic and brilliant and wonderful people, and I just love talking to all of you all the time, which is what I do literally all the time. But thank you for everybody, all my friends, for making me feel like I can come to you with any problem, and thank you for making me a more confident person and making me be comfortable with myself and letting me, just be myself. Thank you. I've had so many conversations with all of you guys over the years, and you've taught me so much, and I can't thank you. And then to the current group, hey guys, thank you so much for humoring me this past year. I'm a nut job. Like, it's been so tough trying to strike a balance between the person that's like rolling around on the floor and like screaming made up language things to you guys, and the next second like yelling at all you guys to listen to Garrett or Taylor when they want to do something. So thank you for taking me seriously when you really shouldn't take me that seriously. And you guys are a fantastic bunch, and you guys will do more than great things that I've ever done in this group. You'll continue to excel. Seriously. Obviously, God, this is long, I'm sorry. Thank you to the seniors and everyone else who helped me get into this group, because you gave me the opportunity for the first time in my life to be able to say that I love the way I was expressing myself through music, which is something that's really invaluable. It has never felt like a chore to be a practice. It has never felt like something that I had to do. It's always been like breathing to be a practice, and nothing comes easier and nothing feels better than standing around with all of you guys and singing around, and just, even in my darkest moments, I would just go to practice and just come hang out with you guys and just breathe. And thank you especially to Marie, Robbie, Elliot, Michelle, and Matt Johnson for teaching me everything that I hold dear about being an acoustic, and everybody else too. But thank you guys especially for giving me good acoustic sense. And yeah, singing in the club for these past 4 years has been one of the most joyous and exhilarating experiences of my life. And I'm truly, truly excited to be on the other side and to be exhilarated from watching all of you guys. As Elliot, you kill it over here. Like, we just feed off you. You're so great at that. So yeah, that's it. For my project, I thought about it for maybe a second, and then I just went with the song that has kind of always been